Hey, it's the Ray Rican, and something just came into my mind today, and I've been thinking about it, trying to get it out there, trying to see, going to try to get this out as best as I could. So, my thinking, my question, the question I put here is exactly what I've been thinking about all day about what's more moderate, a San Francisco Democrat or New York Republican, because that's essentially what's going on with our election. So the question is, for the middle of the road average American, who do you think you align with more? A San Francisco Democrat who has total control of the state, total control of the city. So pretty much Democrats could do whatever policy they want. There's no stopping them for how crazy they want to get it. But then you have New York Republican, right? So let's say New York Republican, what do they need to do? They need to compromise. They need to make coalitions in order to pass laws. So really, who's more moderate? Let's say, for example, let's say people freaking out with about abortion because it went back to the states. New York State's never going to pass an abortion ban, but let's say, for example, Republicans might just go, well, let's do 12 to 15-week ban, which is reasonable. But the Democrats are like, no, that's not reasonable. When, yes, let's say most people support abortion, but most people don't support abortion up to the point of birth. Most people are for anywhere between, let's say, at the earliest 6 to 8. I'm not talking about the people who want to ban, and I'm not talking about the people. Obviously, there's the people who want it to 9 months, full term. But you have people from like 6 to 8 weeks at the low end to about 24 weeks on the high end. I used to be 24 week until my son was born. My son was born at 24 weeks, and now he's going to be 17 years old. So I know that a 24-week-old baby could survive. So it changed my view to 12 weeks. That's me personally. And that's what I'm saying. So a New York Republican, in order to win office, has to run. They can't run far left like they do in San Francisco. So that's why you have Kamala Harris right now. She's trying to backtrack on all her old progressive stances. And even while she was running, she for president, she was trying to backtrack on some of her extremist positions that so like that she could run to the middle. But we know that Biden did the same thing. Did Biden run did J- Biden unite this country and run in the middle? Of course not. They like to paint Trump as a right-wing extremist when he's just a New York Republican. And not even because he was independent. He was a libertarian. He supported the Reform Party. Shoot, he supported Jesse Jackson running for president in 1988. But they call him racist. They call him, racist, fascist. All these names they like to project onto Republicans. And I'm someone who used to vote. I grew up in New York City. I voted Democrat, for the beginning of my, for when I turned 18 until um, probably until, I should say in 2000, I didn't vote Republican for president. I voted independent. I've always wanted a third party to come in and push. I just wish that was more realistic. We don't, with our winner all take politics, we have to, sometimes go with a candidate that we don't 100% like. And I get it. For you people who hate Trump, I get it. I get you. You know, he's like Spanish, we call him a bruto. You could say he's an a-hole. There's a lot of things you could adjectives you could use for him, okay? But just remember this, there's a bias with the media, okay? For example, Trump's tax on no tax on tips. They were criticizing it, saying, "Oh, it's BS. It's nonsense. It can't be done. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the economy." And then Kamala comes out and says it, and it's like, "Oh, well, now it's feasible. Now it's well, she has a plan for it, unlike Trump." And it's like, are you kidding me? If she really wants that, why doesn't she push Biden to do it now so she could show a sign of strength? But she's all talk. She don't care about that. If she cared about that, she wouldn't have passed the deciding vote uh, a couple of years ago for the extra IRS agents. So, like I said, your choice is San Francisco Democrat or New York Republican. Who's more moderate? Who's gonna be? Who's gonna line up with your views more? A far left San Francisco Democrat or a New York Republican that's used to having to run in New York, and you can't have extreme views in New York. You can't be an extreme right winger in New York. You'll never see office. Even if doesn't matter if you're running in Long Island, doesn't matter if you're running in Staten Island, there's still going to be some policies that you're not going to be able to say get away with, so to speak, as like let's say a Texas Republican. Texas Republicans, you know, is going to be much different than a New York Republican. Texas Republican may be, ban abortion completely, but that's not going to be a New York Republican for the most part. Um, so, anyways, just some food for thought. I, I was figuring out how to word this. I was thinking about whether I was going to use clips, but I think this is better just like this. Um, so let me know what you guys think. What do you feel is who do you feel is more moderate? Like I said, San Francisco Democrat, New York Republican. Give me your reasons. That being said, it's the Right Rican signing off.